morning.
Keep right toward Washington 97 South.
We're southbound. Right at the intersection of 22 and
on the road.
97. Remember yesterday I told Jess we would never drive all the way empty to Portland? I guess we're driving empty to Portland to Malarkey Tingles. Jess is right. I'm like, nah, we would never do that. It's about 4 hours of driving empty. Which means we'll load around noon in Portland, Oregon. And then we're delivering to Creston, so take Highway 14 back to Kenwick, and then to take that interstate, I can't remember what number that is, to Spokane, and north to Madeline Falls, and then from there we head over Kootenai Pass and deliver tomorrow morning around, well, probably around lunch. We'll be in the US all day today. Normally when we run this route I record Highway 14, but there's other beautiful highways over here too. Different than Highway 14. I just find Highway 14 so gorgeous, but these hills here are beautiful too. I remember the first time coming through here and thinking this was gorgeous. And now I find it, I don't even think about it. It's like, it is beautiful. Look at the valleys and crevices and shadows on those hills. It's gorgeous. Sometimes I forget to look. Looks like it is ready for silage. Well, maybe there's pretty good sized corn ears on there. Maybe it's not silage corn. It is a beautiful day. It was -1 Celsius today morning. Don't have any of that winter washer fluid in the truck yet, but I think as soon as I use up some of this, I'm going to put half a jug of winter washer fluid in. I think I pinpointed the smoke coming out of the passenger side of the vehicle. It is the regen system. It's got a leak in it that's smoking out, steaming out some DEF every now and then, so we'll put that on our list to be repaired at next service. That's +4 now, but in the morning when we woke up and on tarping outside, -1. Brr. Definitely chillier than I expected. Way station. Open or closed? I think I've seen it open once. So it is open every now and then, but not very often. Was he on his phone? It looked like he was on his phone. over here, some nice swampland. We've actually pulled in there with a big rig and did a U-turn here and then walked out to where those trees are on the left-hand side. There's restrooms in there. Took a half hour and went for a walk. You pass tomorrow. We'll see how much snow is still up there, if it's all melted or if it's still up there. Although Paulson got more snow than Kootenai Pass, which is strange, but I guess just the way the cell moved through, huh? I didn't sleep very well last night. Don't know why. I would suspect it was the soft drink I drank before going to bed. That's probably at least one of the culprits. Had a reefer running right beside us, but that shouldn't have bothered me. I normally have no problem sleeping through that, so yeah, maybe it's the soft drink, the Mountain Dew I drank for supper, and then, well, I drank half of it at supper and then finished it off just before going to bed. It's maybe not a good idea. But luckily we're riding in the US, which means I have to take extra breaks. I think if I ran in Canada and was tired, I think I'd take extra breaks anyway. And I have to do a shorter shift here in the US, so go to bed early, try to catch up some of that sleep. Don't drink sugary drink. We drink pop so rarely that I think it affects me more than someone that would drink pop all the time. I gotta do a brake check here. I don't know if it's mandatory in the US. I don't think so. I don't think a brake check is a mandatory thing to do here, but whenever they have a space to do it, I'll pull over and do a brake check. Haven't done one today yet, so just did my pre-trip, so it's a good place to do that. So he just went blowing right by, so I always see trucks blowing by, so I don't think it's a mandatory thing in the US. Makes you wonder if you have U.S. drivers coming into Canada and blowing through the brake checks. Oh, I have to see. Keep an eye on license plates. See if when people do blow the brake check, what kind of plate they have. If they got a U.S. plate, it might explain things. Or even like a prairie driver, Saskatchewan or Manitoba driver might not know. Unfortunately, they'll get educated at the scales or DOT when they pull them over and go, hey, you haven't been doing your brake checks. Here's a hefty ticket. definitely beautiful out here. I'm surprised they don't have more brush fires here, prairie fires. But if you notice, inside the fence on both sides, they have taken the caterpillar and dug a dirt trench. And they do that every year. They go through there and dig a dirt trench. Often keeps the spread of fire, at least makes it controllable. And not just I think in this case it's native land. It's a native reservation here. So they would take a caterpillar and go around their whole property. Just a way of preserving their reserve, or in the case of other places, the farmers, preserving their pasture lands. If it was really windy, the fire would jump right over that. But if it's not windy, it could save those pastures. Now that I'm thinking of it, recording this, it's really a beautiful drive, isn't it? I guess I'm just so focused on the road. I don't notice how beautiful it is here. I don't know, did I talk about this the last couple of days? And we're going to get a new truck? I don't know if I've talked about that. So the lease runs out in April for this truck, and they are ordering my new truck right now. So they asked me what I wanted in my new truck. That's pretty cool. I got to request what I wanted. It just goes, I can't promise you anything you're going to request, but if you make requests of what you want, likely you'll get at least some of what you want. So that's kind of cool. I did request an automatic, not a manual. I enjoy the manuals more. I really enjoy manuals. But automatics are easier. And the fact that I broke my ankles years ago, many years ago, my right ankle, if I have to do a lot of work with it, it starts hurting. So automatic is better for me as far as work and performance goes. I don't think it ever healed just right. I also got to request the name brand course, I requested the extra batteries for the bunk heat and AC in the summer without having to idle. I requested inverter, fridge. Jess says she's hot. VHF and CB radio, just basics. I don't need anything fancy. I don't need all the fancy chrome and extra lights and stuff. And yeah, 2 beds, upper and lower bunk. Most of our trucks do not have upper and lower bunks, so that's a special request. Jess really is hung up on the fridge. She despises this fridge. She wants a better fridge than this one, so she would prefer the fridge in the Kenworth. I don't like how weak everything in the Kenworth is. All the doors, cabinets in the back, everything breaks. All the handles break off everything. You have to be super gentle. I know I could be gentle knowing ahead of time that, hey, I have to take a little extra care here. But just the fact that every Kenworth I've jumped into that's a couple years old, there's broken parts, and it's like the driver maybe was a bit of a rougher driver than we are, but every truck we've jumped in is broken parts all over the thing. So I talked to dispatch. I'm like, okay, which brand is in the shop the most? And they said Kenworth, hands down, is in the shop the most. I'm like, okay, don't want a Kenworth. What I requested was a Peterbilt. I think Sutco has 1 Peterbilt in its fleet. They're more expensive. They're higher quality. There's a reason why they're more expensive. And I said, if I can't get a Peterbilt, just give me another International, just like the one I have now. But I really would prefer trying something different. And who knows, once I do get a Peterbilt, I might go, I prefer the International. And then next time I get to request a truck, I'll go, hey, let me try the International. I did say I wanted a Volvo with a built-in shower. That was a nay-nay. But they're going to try to get me a Peterbilt with the stuff I asked for. Sun feels very good. It's +6 out there, it's warming up. See snow on the mountain in the background there. I don't know if this pass goes up high enough to get into the snow. We'll see. Well, if we get into the snow, I'll shoot another clip, but other than that, thank you guys for watching. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed some different scenery. More of that Wild West feel to it. will see you guys tomorrow. Might still be in the US when I hit record, depending on weather and where we are and my mood, and do I want to record right away. I don't know, some days I feel like recording first thing in the morning, other days I don't feel like recording later on the day. And then also, are we driving into the sun or not? Because driving into the sun, the video is pretty much useless for you guys. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.